Hi everyone, welcome to Sew on Wednesday. I'm here with Carolyn, my friend Carolyn, and this is part 3 of our kitten quilt. And she's been really busy, so I'm going to let her tell you what exactly she's done with this. But it's turning out so cute. I'm so excited about it. So Carolyn, what have you done?
Okay, well when we last left you at the last video, we had sewn everything around, we'd sewn the rows together, and since then we have added the border, both sides and bottom.
Okay.
The same width as the inside border between the rows as well as between the panels.
Okay.
And then we cut a piece of batting. We are using the same fabric as we did for the border. We cut that a little bit larger than the front panel. You can see here it's an inch and a half on each side.
Okay.
Along with the batting, we cut that a little bit larger. We're going to be trimming and squaring this all up eventually. What we've done already is we've sewn horizontally across the middle. We did the first row first, right here, between the first and second row first. And we just sewed in the ditch on both sides here.
Okay.
We did this, and then we took it, I unpinned things, I kind of repinned it to make sure everything was as smooth as possible. Okay. And then we sewed across here, and I've sewed across the top. Now you can see on the back, this is the first row, this is the top. And it's just a straight stitch that we use. We're going to do that here on the bottom. Once this is complete, then we're going to be sewing vertically here.
Okay.
As well as on the sides.
Okay, so are we going to the sewing machine now?
We're going to the sewing machine.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, we're here at the sewing machine. Lorene just learned something about her sewing machine. I was showing her a little bit ago. It doesn't really apply with what we're doing right now. But let's say you were working with something, you were sewing here in the middle, which we did earlier. I had this kind of rolled up so it would not be so bulky. Mm-hmm. And what you were wondering how I was going to get it underneath that presser foot. The presser foot on all machines, I'm sure they all do this, if you press lift up on the presser foot handle in the back, that raises this an extra inch or so.
Wow.
And you can just slide that right in there.
Didn't know that, Carolyn.
Well,
Thanks
you
for
learned something.
I know it.
Okay, here you go. So what we're going to do, and the other seams, we all did the same thing. We're just doing a straight stitch here, and we're going to do what they call stitch in the ditch, which is just following right at the seam line. We're going to do a back space, and we're going forward. And this quilt is going to be darling when it's done.
Oh, I'm so excited about it.
I heard you talking earlier, you're going to make another one.
I know, I'm going to make another one. I'm not sure what patterns I want to use yet, but it's going to be basically like these squares, like these panels, but something different I'm going to embroidery
You
on
could use
it.
teapots.
I could do teapots. That would be darling, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
I may just do that.
Okay. So, everything is done horizontally. You can see this is the bottom. We're going to be doing the two vertical strips in the middle right here, stitching in the ditch as well. We're probably just going to cross over this. It's not going to hurt. We don't have to stop and start. That way it will go a little bit faster. I'm going to just remove these pins, and I'm going to go to the sewing machine one more time just to press it.
Oh, the ironing board.
Oh, that's what I meant, the ironing board.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, Carolyn, what have you done here?
Okay, what I've done, we're almost there.
Okay.
I have actually squared up two sides, the bottom and the right side.
All right.
And you'll see obviously the comparison here. It's real, we used the guideline of the 1.25" binding that's on there.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is take this right over here to the the ironing board, and we're going to cut this across here to square this up.
Okay, so you're going to show us how you do it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Hold on. Okay, we're at the ironing board, and Carolyn's getting her rulers and everything she needs.
Okay, well, what I'm doing here, the binding is approximately 1.25 inches. It just kind of, it's a little wavy in spots, but it's okay. It's 1.25 inches, but in addition to using the end guideline, which is actually very accurate to use, I'm also lining up this seam right here.
Which one? Oh, down at the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
just down at the bottom. I'm just lining that up so it's even along with that seam.
Okay.
And then you'll see that when I cut here, it's going to just trim that off. Let me just pull this down here. And because of the width of our fabric here, I can't cut it all in one motion, but we'll take care of it.
Right, I don't have a
So
big cutting board.
That's not a problem. So we're just going to set that aside. I have worked with a lot narrower boards, so it's not a problem at all. And kind of line this up at the bottom as well, just to get a guideline. And I'm going to just make sure that's smooth. And we're just going to trim this off. So this is now completed, both the top and bottom. And the right side, we need to do the same thing to the left side.
Okay, so we just have this one side to finish.
Just one side to finish, and then we're going to prepare our binding, and we will come back and talk to you.
Okay, well this should be, let's just end the video here for part 3, and we'll just make a part 4 for the binding. So we see you guys soon. All right, have a blessed day. Bye now.